SoCal Filipinos presents Gary Valenciano. Please welcome SoCal Filipinos founder, Jason Lustina.
Good evening, SoCal Filipinos. I am so excited for tonight's program. For those of you who don't know me, I am Jason Lustina, the founder of SoCal Filipinos. I know that we're a couple weeks away of Filipino American History Month, so stay tuned in the group for all the events that are happening. There are so many, and we're excited to see all of you, all 73,000 members, join us for one of these upcoming events. Like I said, I'm really excited to be your host tonight for this exclusive interview. He needs no introduction. We have Mr. Pure Energy, King of Pop from the Philippines, Gary Valenciano. Welcome, Gary.
Hello, Jason. Good to be here. So happy to be with everyone.
Yeah, you just arrived yesterday, right?
Yes, we did. We arrived yesterday afternoon at about 1 p.m. And it's rare for me to arrive at that time of the day because usually, the flight from Manila is in the evening, and when we arrive here about 7 in the evening.
Mhm.
But to be here at that time was nice because then I could, I was wide awake. I could enjoy California immediately. I could enjoy LA immediately.
Do you have any jet lag? I know we're talking at a time where you're probably just getting up in the
Well,
Philippines.
well, actually, no, I think it's gonna be with me for a bit, but it doesn't hit me as much as it does when I get home. And I
Mm,
guess because when I'm coming here, there's something to look forward to, and when I'm home, I just want to chill and rest and all. And if I can get that, then I think it will last longer. But if I start getting to work immediately when I get back to Manila, then the jet lag won't be that
yeah.
bad.
Well, while you're here, is there anything that you want to see or do while you're visiting in between concerts?
Okay, wait. Okay, let's get into the seriousness of all of this. Actually, there's really no place I'd like to go to or no place I'd like to see. But Jason, it's been 2019 was my last tour.
Wow.
So if there's anything that I'd like to see, it's an audience in front of me, and an audience that's driven to have fun, and to just get re-energized, concert, like the concert tour title says. It's re-energized, Gary V, for 2022. But putting all that aside, it's just wanting to see people again, hearing them sing with me, laugh with me, maybe shed a tear or two with me. I don't know. That's what the concerts are all about. But that's what I'm looking forward to,
Are
Jason.
we gonna see some dance moves? Because I know that's what you're known for too.
Yeah, well, you guys see a lot of white hair now on the sides. Let me show you the real thing. I mean, that's what's happening now. And yeah, this body sometimes, if it could talk and say, what are you doing, Gary? You gotta slow down. I always look at it and I always speak to it and I say, not yet. So yes, there will be moves. I will move quite a bit because what we've done, Jason, is that we've tried to squeeze in as many songs as what people have come to know me for.
Yeah.
So we kind of try to squeeze all of that into the show so that we give everyone even just a glimpse of a song that they've come to know or they've become familiar with through
Yeah.
my 40-year span of my being in the industry. So it's exciting.
So you've been in the industry for 40 years.
That's right.
What are you most proud of?
The 40 years, I guess. Well, no, because diba, I mean, when you're in the entertainment industry, there are so many that come, so many new, vibrant performers, vocalists, actors. They're sometimes they're all wrapped into one artist, and to be able to maintain a career for 40 years, that's something I'm truly proud of. Of course, I could not have done it without my team.
Yeah.
I want people to know that you see and you hear and you read the name Gary Valenciano, but there are a lot of people that come with that. There's a band that there's a band that I used to work with. I now work with in Manila, but now there's a band here that I have. I'm still traveling with my same musical arranger. I have my management team, my production team. Not a big team, but it's a team. And that team has been largely responsible for keeping this package together for the past 40 years. So I'm truly proud of that.
So you're saying that's the secret behind the longevity on your career is your team.
I think a lot of it also has to do with that's if you look like at the wheels of a bicycle, you know that it's made up of different spokes to keep that thing functioning properly. Well, one of the spokes is the team. The other spoke is siguro is the my drive to stay healthy. With everything that I've had to face in the past 40 years. I guess exercise is another thing, and then diet is another thing. But
Mm,
I think the thing that really keeps us all together is just my faith.
yeah,
God has just been really beyond just being good to me, Jason. And
it's wonderful.
I wake up sometimes and I'm like, really? I'm still gonna do that? And it's like, yeah, you still have a lot more to go, before you say it's done.
That's so great. That's great to hear. And for the everybody that's just joining us, as you can see, we are talking to the one, the only Gary V. We have a question in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Is Gary happy to know he is gathering more fans and discovering him on YouTube and other platforms?
Yeah, I kind of sense that. Uh, and to all of those who've been waiting for new things of mine to come out on YouTube, especially, um, even as I speak, next year is my 40th anniversary, and I am coming up with certain things that will be out on air on YouTube, and it's really geared toward the singer and the songwriters who can never make it all the way up to a singing contest or a songwriting contest,
Mhm.
because I believe that's not the only avenue that one can take in order for people to know what you actually can do. So I'm whipping up something that hopefully people will enjoy watching. And then I'm going to be working on my bike vlogs. Actually, I'm the one who edits all of that because I just want it to look like it's from me. I
Yeah.
can give it to a pro to put it all together with all the effects and all. But when I ride my bike out in the hills of Antipolo and San Mateo in the Philippines, okay, not San Mateo here, but when I do that, I want people to know that's what I see is that's what it is. That's what I'm giving people. So I want to thank everyone that's liked the videos, that's followed me, that's shared the material, all the clips, all the vlogs, all the music with others out there that otherwise would have never come to know me in the past. So maraming salamat talaga for all that support.
We have one more question before we get to mine. Here's to know if you make any adjustments when performing for Phil-Am audiences versus Filipino audience. Aside from language, do you notice a difference? Okay.
Yes, there is. There probably is with regard to uh, keeping them up to date as to what's going on. But then, technology has allowed everyone to stay in touch with everyone, to know what's going on with everyone. I guess the only difference would be, I think there's more of a curiosity inside the minds of the Phil-Ams that come and see me. It could be anything from, how old is this guy? What? He's still doing this after what? After how many years? He's still at it? And I like that because that kind of without me having to hype about it too much on stage, it allows me to really make that connection with Phil Amps. If I may share something with you, Jason, but I remember years ago I got to perform at the Poly Pavilion in
Mhm.
UCLA, and I remember doing a song called Babalik Karim,
Mhm.
wherein I had dancers, about four dancers, female dancers, young dancers, teenagers, all dressed up in their national or their traditional indigenous outfits from where they come from originally, Philippines, which
Mhm.
one was from the Visayas region, the other one was from further north in Luzon, and the other one was from the Mindanao region. And I asked these young girls, I said, have you ever been to the Philippines? And they said no, but they have the hunger in them to know
Mhm.
more about where they've come from. They
Mhm.
and that made me really proud to know that, yeah, they didn't even speak the language, but they had that, no, we want to know more, we want to know. And the song Babalik Ka Rin speaks to all of those that have sacrificed, separation from families to do what is best, and what they have to do for the welfare of their families back home in the Philippines, seeking greener pastures elsewhere, and then hopefully coming back one day to stay back home. Kaya babalik ka rin, which means you will come back someday. Um, so when I see that, those things drive me and inspire me
Mhm.
to perform in front of a film audience, or those who have been here for some time, who just simply want to know more about home, and you just want to get that feeling of being home again.
Yeah.
So there are differences. I don't think there's a difference with the way the Phil-Am or the Filipino has come to love music. I think that's
Mhm.
the binding factor in any concert, whether it's a concert of mine or whether it's a concert of the younger ones or the older ones. There's always that driving factor of the Pinoy loving music, period. And they will come and see it, they will have fun, and they will make others know more about it and build more of a following for the future concerts. You know,
Yeah, that's the one thing about the Filipinos. We love music, we love to sing, we love to dance, right? And music really speaks across all languages. Like it
yeah,
doesn't, you don't even have to speak that
you're
language to
right.
even enjoy that music.
I've
Uh,
I've performed where I have um, people of different colors in front of me, and I know they don't understand the music at all, and yet, they get to enjoy. I've traveled to the Middle East, and you have all of these Arabs, watching me, and they have no idea what Sana Maulit Muli is all about, or they have no idea what Hataw Na is all about, but they're there moving, to the music. And you see the saying that music is the universal language. You see that in action.
yeah.
But if I may, it was Jose Marie Chan that said that music is the language of the soul. So it doesn't matter if you don't understand. I mean, Filipinos now, especially back home, K-pop, nobody really understands exactly what it means in Korean when you're listening to the music of K-pop groups, but people love it and people enjoy it. And when you hear it, you go, yeah, that's a nice beat. That's a nice melody. Oh, I felt that. I don't know what they're saying, but so I like that. I like seeing all of that come to life when I'm on stage. So whether there's a difference or not between the audiences in front of me, the point is they're there. That means they went out of their way to see me and to be with me and to join me. That
Yeah,
matters.
and it's funny that you mentioned K-pop because now we're experiencing now, like with this generation, the popularity of P-pop. People are now noticing like these, new bands like SB19. That's a band that's
I think
becoming internationally known.
yes, they have been. I think they're going to be creating more waves in the months to come and maybe in the years to come. Those guys are fantastic. The thing is, there's so much more back home that's being built up now that
Mhm.
hopefully someday will be given. They'll all be given a chance to come out there and experience what they deserve.
Well, I feel like you were the prototype with the singing and dancing. How proud are you of this like next generation of movement of Filipino music being internationally known?
I don't know if proud is the right word, Jason. I think if you can think of any other word that surpasses the word proud, that's what I have in me.
Mhm.
Um, when I see people from like reaction videos on YouTube on certain performers, in the Philippines, when I see and I see them watching and they're talking about these artists, you can't proud is not the only it's not the only word. You're happy, you're, yeah, proud, you're overwhelmed, maybe I'm excited to see where it's all going to head. um and I'm glad that I'm still around to witness all of this, Jason, because
Yeah.
it feels good that I've always believed that the Filipino talent just needs one, two, three, maybe four opportunities of one, two, three, or four different artists. And I think it already is a known fact that there are many, even artists from here, that when they travel to the Philippines, they notice that the Philippines is a place where the audience is amazing, but the artistry is it's like on the wrong side of the world. We should be closer to America, where the music, people can get into the music so easily because that's it's like it's in our blood. So
Thank you for that. So again, thank you to everybody that's watching. I see there's a lot of you watching right now. As you can see, we are talking with the one and only Gary Valenciano. If you have any questions for him, type them in the chat, make a comment, and we'll get to them at some time in the interview. So we're going to talk about your tour. You've named it Re-Energize. So why did you name it that?
Okay, well, I'll be honest with you, okay, Jason. For my 40th year, I was seriously thinking of perhaps having a major concert in Manila, but that major concert would serve as the closing of a certain chapter in my life. And a lot of people were saying, "What? You're gonna retire? That's it? It's gonna be the last one?" And for a while, I was like, "Yeah, yeah, I think it should be." I always tell my wife when she says, "Of course not. You're not meant to quit and all." I said, "No, no, I'm not quitting, but I think it's time." "No, it's not time yet." And I always tell her, "Honey, you always used to compare me to Michael Jackson. When Michael had his last, when he was supposed to have his last major run, it was called This Is It. And then he passed away before that. Jason, he was 50 years old.
Yeah.
I'm a lot older than 50. So I always try and make people know, hold on, I'm human too. But I think that from that time up to now, from that time that I started thinking that way, which was like 2 years ago, till now, I think that it's really not time for me to stop. Not yet. I can open up new chapters, but I cannot move away from the place that I've come to love so much. And I think now is a chance for me to do something I've always wanted to do, and that's to hopefully usher in the opportunities for others to experience what I've experienced. And I can do that in any way. Oh, thank you. There's somebody said Gary V reminds me of MJ. Oh, shit. No, I mean he's
You're getting
always
a lot of comments about that, how young you look.
really, because I was kind of concerned. People would say, "Oh, he's got white hair and all." Listen, I'll be honest with you, okay? It's really but it's only here on the side, so I look like that guy from Fantastic Four or something
Oh
like
my
that.
god.
But yeah, looking young. Okay, I guess a lot of it has to do with the fact that I've had no choice but to try and stay fit
Yeah.
and prepared for meeting whatever comes my way with regard to what I do on stage and with regard to what I do as a husband and as a father to my children. No, because I want to be around for a lot longer than the next 10 years, 15 years. I want to be around for a lot longer than that. So I've had to take care of myself because of my condition. I'm a type 1 diabetic. I have been one for the past 40 plus years. And I think it's served its purpose well. It's kept me in shape. It's kept me serious about wanting to live the best way I can.
I'm glad that you're continuing to do your music career, because again, I'm seeing comments right now.
Yeah,
We're not ready for a legend to stop. So I'm glad
thank you, Edmund. Thank you. No, I'm not going to stop. At least not until the giver of the gift says, "Okay, Gary, you're done." If he doesn't say that, then I keep going.
So as part of your tour, you have special guests, Yen Costino, and your own daughter, Kiana.
Yes.
What does it mean to you to have your own very own daughter to be touring with you?
It's one thing when you bring up your daughter or son on stage, and then people don't know them at all, and you're like, "Hey, my daughter, I hope you like her." But Kiana has been writing music like one after the other, and I just share it with you guys, okay, as to how it is with her. I'm in Manila, and sometimes I just get up in the morning and I see a message from her dad, and I'm thinking, "Oh, are you okay?" As a father, "Are you okay? Anything I can do for you?" "No, listen to this." And then she makes me hear a rough version of a song that she's currently working on in the studio. And so she sends me a small clip, and I'm moving like this, and I'm like, don't you? It's like, don't you ever run out of inspiration to write? And that's what makes me excited about bringing her up. Oh, thank you, Janice Garcia Villanueva says Kiana is amazing, beautiful voice and soul. I think it's a beautiful soul first, and then she has the voice, and when you put that together, oh, then something amazing happens, and it's going to happen on stage when you see her perform. She's got one single after the next. I'll be with her to do a song, and I'll be playing in one of her songs. I don't want to tell you guys what I'm going to do. I just want to
Not
leave it as a
too much. Let's
surprise.
not reveal because we want people to buy tickets to the
And
concert.
then,
But I
and
just want to go ahead.
she's with me from beginning to end.
Yeah.
Okay. But the other guest is Yang Constantino,
Yeah.
amazing songwriter. And what I'll be doing with her will be so different, especially the song that we're doing that people may have come to know already. It's a totally different version of this song that we're going to do, but it's going to be very interesting. Sorry,
Oh
I'm
my
really
God.
excited about it. My smile is going twice around my face right now, but
Well, I'm
thanks.
excited to see the concert, and I've actually had the honor. I know Kiana, and I've seen her perform a couple of times, so I'm really excited to see the both of you together. You kind of give us hints as to what people can expect from your concert. Is there any more that you want to say about that without revealing too much? Because we want people to come to your concert.
I'm shy. No, no, no. Now let me just say that I think what people can expect is a night that's going to be full of re-energizing things. Okay, there's a reason why we called it re-energized, and one of them is it's not just re-energizing of Gary V, but I'm a person who loves to step out on stage and inspire people. And it says here, keep glorifying God in everything you do. We are so blessed. Charlotte Alotsky Salegumba, she is a follower of mine for so many years. But what she said, glorifying God, we're going to do that in a different way. You know, um, you may not know it, but when you get home, you're going to go, yeah, they did glorify God, but I didn't even know. I just saw it, and I felt it, and that's really what matters, I think, in any concert that I do. From Ricky Ramos, we can never have enough of you, cuz. That's my cousin.
Oh,
Hey, Ricky, I can't wait to see you. I haven't seen you in a bit. You're a blessing to us and the whole nation.
oh,
Thanks, bro. I'm looking forward to seeing you. But that's what it's about, Jason. When people come, I always try and tell my team. Of course, my team goes like this when I tell them, listen, when people come to a concert, we don't want to give them their money's worth. We want to make them go home feeling like we gave them more than what they expected. But it's difficult to do concerts nowadays. You have to concern yourself with budgets and how much you can show, how much you can put out on stage, and it's scary because sometimes as an artist, it's easy to get drawn into let's show this, and but sometimes it's really, why don't you talk about what we can give from here,
mhm.
and let's see where God and how God orchestrates things so that even if, let's say, it was a -1 show, it would still be as impactful as it's meant to be. So, but it's not. It's a live show that we're having. So I'm going to have singers with me. We're going to have the band there. My guests are amazing. And then we're bringing the music, the experience, and the whole, just the whole package of what the whole re energized tour is all about.
Yeah, that was great. And I know there's a lot of Filipinos here. I mean, like we spoke earlier that there's 73,000 members in SoCal Filipinos alone. But here in the US, also, you're going to different cities, different states. But what does it mean to have the support of the Filipinos here in the United States?
Okay. Even as early as now, it's bringing tears to my eyes. But no, I'm making a joke out of it. But I really think I'm going to be shedding tears when I step on that stage, Jason, because
Mhm.
if I was, let's say, 3 or 4 or 5 years old in the industry, then how nice you get the support of Filipinos all over the United States, or even if you travel to Australia or Canada or to Europe, Filipinos have been supporting me. And the
Mhm.
reason I get emotional sometimes is because it's one thing I never thought would last for this long. In fact, it was never a
Mhm.
plan of mine to ever enter the industry, the music industry, to be a performer, to be somebody who could actually encourage and bless people. That was never a part of my plan. I only entered a school, a group in high school called the Kundirana of LaSalle Green Hills, and I said, "This is my last year in high school. Dito ako hahataw," meaning this is where I'm going to give my all. I had no idea that that was already a foretaste of what was about to come and last for the next 40 years. And yeah, so the feeling of being able to get all the support, it's they've given the support, so I'm ready to give whatever I can give back to them. And I want to thank Jason. I want to thank people who have become seasoned like me, who have white hair like me, who have gone out of their way to introduce me to a younger generation, because I see sometimes a younger people in the audience, and that really really means a lot to me. That really tugs at my heart, like, "Ah, I'm glad I'm still around, able to to reach uh, the young people in ways that they can understand." And I guess I get emotional because I have children myself. No? So how nice to hear their feedback about what their friends say when their Tito Gary comes up on stage and performs. Lalo na when I'm in ASAP, Jason, because I'm with a
Mhm.
whole bunch of young artists, and
Mhm.
they're all so excited, not just to watch me, but to hear me, to ask me questions about my life, my career. What is it like, Tito Gary? Some call me Sir Gary, and some call me Tito Gary. Sir Gary, what what kaya can I do? Okay lang ba yung performance ko? And when they do that, I go, okay, come, let's sit, let's talk about it. And then I tell them what I think I feel. But it's really, I'm at that point in my life where I'm enjoying, you know, the extra, the big amount of extra that God has given me to keep me going for so many years to come.
It's funny that you're talking a little bit about advice for the younger performers. We got this question. What would be your advice to the Philippine performers here if they want to decide to take their talents to the Philippines?
Okay. Oh, that's a good question.
That may be a very long answer.
Do you have time? Because
I
I'll
have
try.
time. I
I'll
want
try.
to be a sample of you because you have a concert that you need to prepare for.
Concert is on the 30th in Seattle, so I have time. No, in the Philippines, okay. Uh, if you want to make it in the Philippines, making it doesn't happen overnight. Not like before, during the times of Martin Rivera, of yours truly, Jaja Padilla, Sharon Cuneta, where people were always on the lookout. And somehow, because there was no social media, people would go out of their way to watch the only sources of entertainment, which was either the television or the radio. And that's it. But that built up the following that has sustained us for so many years. When you go to the Philippines now, you will know that it's like a dime a dozen. There
Mhm.
are so many good singers. And I'm not just saying good singers, good singers that all deserve a break. Now, as to when that break's going to happen or if it's going to happen at all, that's a risk you're going to have to take. And you're going to have to prepare yourself for either a yes from God saying, yep, or no, or wait. And so you're going to have to build up a sense of patience, a sense of determination, a sense of prayer, because I never know. I cannot promise you this is what's going to happen when it's not going to happen. Hold on. This is from Felici Buizon. A GV concert is always an exhilarating experience that you don't want to miss. Catch this legend who continues to amaze audiences of all ages. Let his light shine through you, Gary. She's my
Oh.
sister-in-law.
Oh,
And thank you, Felici. Thank you so much. What time is it in Manila? Oh, sabagay. Yeah, it's
it's
early enough.
morning.
It's not too early, but um, thank you for that message, Felici. Yeah. So I am not going to tell anyone here, be like me. Go out there and talk about God. And no, your calling may be different from mine. But once you sense that there is something that you feel God is calling you to do, then go for it. Because the last thing you want, Jason, is to wake up 5, 6, 7 years from now and say, I should have when I could have. You know, go for it. If you believe you want to make something out of your career or your voice or your talent in the Philippines, go for it. But remember, you may not have to go. You may just have to meet the right people here, because this is the place where you have the best music producers. There are great ones over there. But here, if you're reaching, you want to go to the Philippines, make it big there with the eventuality that you will be big also in other parts of the world, this is where you want to try. And that's why Kiana's here. Kiana's working with amazing producers that really know her and have time to spend with her, that can see where she wants to go and also advise her as to where she can take her music, her sound, and all. Try here first, build up what you have here, gain a following online, and then fly to the Philippines. And then that's when you begin to share what you have
Yeah.
with the people back home. Besides, you can always reach people back home like this
Yeah.
online. Build up followers. I mean, thousands, hundreds of thousands even online. Build up that following, and believe me, when you go to Manila, you'll have an audience.
That's great. Whoever asked that question, Gary V will be sending you his bill for that advice. But I actually want to bring Annie on, who helped coordinate this interview.
Of course.
Hi, Annie.
Hey, Annie.
Hi, everyone. It's so amazing to have Gary here to perform in the United States. We've been waiting for you for a long time. We're so glad that you will actually be able to perform in front of an audience, as you said.
Yes, I will be. And it's exciting because I didn't think this was going to happen. Well, I wanted it to happen right away, Annie, but
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
protocols with the whole COVID thing, it varies from country to country. And we were all set to have an Australian tour. We were set to have a Canadian tour. That didn't fall through. Then the US, we were like, holy, come on, we missed out on 2020, 2021. Okay, are we good? No, we don't
No.
have.
Gary, you got a request that they want you back in Canada.
I am going to Canada
Okay, there you go.
Yay! So,
next year.
oh, that's so wonderful to hear. And see, behind me, I actually used the Royce Hall where you're going to have your show as
That's right.
my backdrop. And it's a wonderful, wonderful place. And of course, with welcoming Gary to the United States, Jason, Music Arts International, that's me and Angelo Varsovia, we were finding the best places where Gary should perform because it's a phenomenal show. Everyone out there, a couple of cities are sold out, but you see, he really walks the walk and talks the talk. Did I say it right? Yeah, because you see, it's really, he's such an inspiration. I did mention that he's such a great music producer. I don't think he'll ever stop working, Gary.
Yeah, no, that's what's nice. Oh wait, hold on. This is Cecil Asarcon Inocentes. Before I read what she says, well, all of you can read. It says, "Hello, Gary and Angeli. Welcome back. I hope to see you both when you are in the Sanford Bay Area." So there's my wife Angeli.
Hi, Cecil. I love you. And
Okay,
Tonji.
just a little background. Cecil Asarcon Inocentes. She's just the writer of the song "Reaching Out." That's all. Oh, and she also wrote the song "How Did You Know."
Yeah.
That's all. That's all Cecil does in life. She also wrote the song "Lift Up Your Hands," which is an inspirational song. That's all she's written. That's just to name a few. Okay. But Cecil, thank you. So nice to hear from you. I love you, kapatid. Maraming salamat just for even watching all of this right now. So wait, where was I? About the oh yeah. So when finally the word came from my sister, you're gonna have a tour. At first I was like, I don't want to get too excited about it, because later on I might become so excited and tell the world about it, and then it doesn't happen. So I just kept it to myself for a while. Little by little, I would tell people, like in ASAP. Okay, in ASAP natin to, I was telling them all, giving them hints. Hey, I might be gone by the time October hits, because I'll be in the United States. And then they go, well, since you're going to be there, until when? I said, well, my last concert is in October 23 in New York. Sir, maybe you don't have to come home. Why? Because we're going to do ASAP natin to in Las Vegas. And that's in November 5. It's not just me. I think it's the entire industry has been now given a chance to do it again, to travel again, to do what the Filipino loves doing, which you mentioned earlier, Jason, which is music. You always like to get together, karaoke, video, okay, whatever, okay, as long as it's okay, okay na okay. That's what Filipinos love doing. And so when you put all of that together, uh, you I can only expect, not just a great show, but a great gathering of great people,
Mhm.
coming together for a great cause. And when I talk about people, you're talking about Mon Faustino, who has been my musical director since forever. And then there's also LK Saison Ortiz, an incredible vocalist. She has worked in the likes of in places like Showtime, in ASAP, Idol Philippines. She's always there in the background doing backup vocals. She'll be with me. The concert is directed by my son, Paolo Valenciano, who's not with me now. Why? Because he's back home directing other performances. He actually did the Ben and Ben show, but it rained and they had to postpone it for December. He's also going to be directing the reunion concert of Eraserheads. So he's busy.
Wow.
And I told him, Paolo, just stay in Manila. You don't have to come with your dad. It's okay. But he'll travel with me sometime. I want to thank Philippine Airlines, of course, and ABS-CBN, Kumu. Kumu, I want to thank them so very much because we're going to have something special also with them during this tour. Seafood City, TFC, Tansinko Law Office, maraming salamat din. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing, to experiencing this concert. Look, it hasn't even started officially. I haven't performed yet. And already I'm so excited talking to people. Please pray that I don't end up talking too much.
Annie, so there's so many people asking about tickets. Where can people get tickets? What are the show dates? Give us all that information.
Oh,
Okay.
if I can remember any of those. But the easiest way really is to go to starmediaentertainment.com or mytickets.com. And my is MAI tickets.com. That's in Music Arts International. So we've also posted a lot on my profile and in Music Arts. And I think Gary's team is also sharing it on his page, the direct links to all these tickets. Because I think one thing, let's say it, that because of the contactless thing, a lot of theaters now have reverted really to digital tickets, though we know a lot of Filipinos also still want to have the tickets in their hand. We also have those too, but we have we have a lot of options. The pandemic really changed a lot of things, but the live music industry is raring to go back. You can find all the promo almost everywhere. Just Google it. You will find September 30 is at Seattle, Pantages, Tacoma, and October 9 is Los Angeles, and that's at the Royce Hall in UCLA. And then you have October 15 in Dallas, and is it October 21 in Alaska, and October 23 in New York. Really, just Google them. It's just grab your phone. You're gonna find the links. But again, the best way or easiest way, starmediaentertainment.com. You will have all the information there.
So
Or
yeah,
you can go check out my sites and look at all the information when this thing
Oh
comes out.
yeah.
Everything you need to know is right there.
yeah, and
Yes, the
Annie,
Gary Valenciano page.
Annie, following this, let's make sure that we have a post about the concert. But I think we've been posting it too. In
Yes,
the
we've been
group.
posting it almost every day.
Yeah, so make sure that you catch that. Tickets are selling out, so don't miss out on this great opportunity to see Gary B here in the United States. And for those in Southern California, Seattle, I mean, we have everybody that's watching. I mean, from the Philippines to here. So please make sure that you tell your friends and family to buy your tickets now. You don't want to be left out in the cold.
Jason, can I
Mhm.
can I just say, Jason, to all of those who are watching from the Philippines, well, there's the talk. Just talk, kwentuhan lang, that we will actually be staging this concert also in the Philippines when I get back, like a foretaste of what's going to be coming up for the big concert that I'll be doing next year to celebrate my 40th year. And for all of those who are here, please pray that I can take that big concert back here. And when I say take it, I really want to take it, like kind of spare no expense kind of thing and take everything so that people will experience what people back home experience, but with so much more, But anyway, that's for the future. We can talk
Yeah.
about that.
Well, when you announce it, we'll share
Yeah.
that information also. And will you be selling like music at like CDs and stuff at?
Well, I don't know. Do people still play CDs
Yeah,
nowadays?
people
Because
still
it's
do
like,
CDs.
it's like an
People
artifact.
electronic.
It's like something from ancient times nowadays that you can actually get. Now, you know what would be
I still
nice?
have a CD player that's right here. So on
You know
my
what would be great, Jason, if I can do this for next year, is to come up with how would they say that when they remaster my music on vinyl. So then you get it not in a CD, but like this, and then you get everything. Oh, but those are future plans. Shh. Atin-atin lang. Don't tell anybody, huh? Huy!
yeah, only 73,000 members. When they go
Yeah,
back
you
and
know what?
watch
I
this.
trust all 73,000 of you. So don't tell first, huh? Stop. Don't stop. Don't
Well,
tell anyone. But we plan to bring actually for this concert, Angeli, honey, can I use you as a model, please? Honey, please. Honey. And now, coming into the camera, coming into the site, is this woman over here. This is a Gary Valenciano shirt, wherein many of my titles of songs, my song titles are written here. Thank you very much. Maraming salamat. And it's designed by my son, Paolo Valenciano. He designed this. So not all the songs are here, but you have Sayawe ang Sayaw, Shout for Joy, Reaching Out, Break Me. It's a lot of them are here. So
Does it look like you?
well, from afar, if you step farther away, farther away, there you go. So does it look
Like
like me
you.
now?
there's a couple questions about will you be doing meet and greets at your concerts? Is that
Yes,
an option for
we will.
tickets?
We will be. Where it is allowed. Apparently, there are some venues that are still very, very tight on this, because I think it's a common practice for that venue, not just for me, but for every artist that goes. That meet and greet is pushed away, but it looks like things are changing, and I will be able to meet and greet a few people. Actually, I told the fans back home because some of them have relatives, that want to see me after, and I was telling them, I don't think that's going to happen. Well, it looks like it's going to happen. So
Right.
I'm looking forward to that.
Thank you so much. And Annie, thank you so much for providing the information again to SoCal Filipinos and everybody that's watching. Thank you for joining us. We will be posting the concert information in the group. Sir Gary, it has been such an honor to spend this time with you. Any last words that you want to say to the Filipino community here?
Well, I just want to thank the Academy. No, wait, hold on. Okay, I have a website that's being worked on. It's up and running, but we're gonna be doing some incredible changes. Uh, and I'll tell you more about that the next time. Do check out. I am on Twitter. It's Gary Valenciano one. Don't forget the number one. Gary Valenciano one on Twitter. On Facebook, I'm there too. On Instagram, it's Gary Valenciano. And on YouTube, I know I haven't posted anything uh, recently, but that's because I'm busy, and I'm the only one who really tries to put everything together. I'm working with the team now, but I always want to make people know, no, I'm the one who really worked on it. That's why it has a personal touch to it. But yeah, I actually brought all my video hard drives because I will have time to edit some new stuff, and they should be out uh, either by the time I get back to Manila. I'll have a whole string of new vlogs to share with everyone. I want to thank Star Media, Music Arts International, J3 Marketing and Productions, and Jeepney Productions. Maraming salamat. And I want to thank Angelo and Sandy Versovia, Dr. Jonah Tajonera, and LJ. LJ, maraming salamat. LJ Reyes of New York. Um, I want to also let people know that if you're looking at means and ways to encourage others, perhaps those who are still recovering from the pandemic that seems to be going away but has left a mark that just doesn't want to eradicate itself from our lives. There's a song called "Make Us Whole Again." and that's a song that I wrote myself, and it's available online, and you can listen to it on Spotify and all music platforms, digital platforms. Pwede pang mangarap is one of the songs I'll be doing. If you've never heard it before, shame on you. But I'll be doing it in the concert. So never mind. You don't have to listen to it now. But I'll be sharing that inspiring song with everyone there. Di Ka Akin. Okay, now here's a new song. It's actually a duet. And it's a duet with someone who I think right now is having a show in Pechanga with the GMA group. Okay, and that's Julian San Jose. And we actually have a new duet out that she wrote called Di Ka Akin. And none, I don't want to say much about it, but listen to it. And I know that many of you will be able to relate to it because it has to do with this part of our lives, the heart. And I know many Filipinos. I know pasimple lang tayo, but I know many Pinoys out there, Philams or Pinoys or whatever. When it comes to songs that speak about the heart and the heart being broken, that's it. Drama is always a part of all our lives. Um, I'm recording with Chito Miranda of Parokya ni Edgar. Oh, kasi alam mo, kami ni Chito medyo close na kami niyan eh. Now, because we both were judges for the recently concluded Idol Philippines Season 2. And I want to congratulate Kimo Gumatay and all of those who followed that show online from here, from the United States. But Chito and I are doing something really special. I'm also doing something special with Glock 9 when I get back home. Yeah, he's celebrating his 25th anniversary, and he asked if I could be a part of something. I'm also going to be doing a beautiful song called Obra with Keiko Necesario. Amazing songwriter, the likes of like the level of Moira de la Torre. But I'm doing a duet with Keiko very soon. RJ De La Fuente is also somebody that I want to thank. I believe in his talent. Oh, I'm also part of, sorry, but I might as well let you guys know, I'm also part of a concert called Being Ice. This is the concert of Ice Asigera as he celebrates his anniversary also in the industry. I think 35th anniversary. And lastly,
Wow.
children, just give me your time. Just one more minute. I'm a part of a very special group of people that put up the number one prayer app in the world today called pray.com. And in it, I lent my voice to share the story of Joseph. It's not Joseph the Dreamer, which is the musical I did in July. And some of you may know that because I posted a lot about it. But this is me doing the voices of all the characters, from Joseph to his brothers, to his father Jacob, to Pharaoh. I do the voice of Pharaoh as well. And it's all done in a way that really speaks into the hearts of many. And it's available on pray.com. It's called Heroes of the Bible. And then, if any of you are going back to Manila this coming November, after the tour is done, and after you've watched Asap Natin To on November 5 in Las Vegas, and you're going back to Manila, why don't you fly with me back? Because I'm flying back to the Philippines soon after that to do a rerun of Joseph the Dreamer in November. That's November 20, 21, 26, and 27. So yeah, I'm not naman that busy, but I'm a little
Yeah, you're never retiring by the sound of it.
Annie, I'm having fun. I'm really having fun doing all of these things.
That's great. So again, to get all this information, make sure that you follow Gary on all social media platforms: YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. That way you can get all that information for upcoming performances.
Yeah,
new posts,
especially
blogs,
the October 9 show. Now I have an October 8 show in Pechanga. That's in Temecula. And usually when that happens, I don't have a concert in LA, but this time I do. So October 8 is in Pechanga, but October 9, I'm going back to UCLA. And if you want to know where I'm going to perform in UCLA, it's there. It's right behind, it's in the backdrop of Annie that you can see right now. That's the venue that I'm going to be in. It's the Royce Hall in UCLA. I can't wait to see everyone, especially here in LA, for this concert.
Yep. So get your tickets now.
Yeah.
Buy it up. links will be provided in the group. Again, thank you, Gary. Thank you, Annie, for joining us, and
Thank
we
you.
look forward to seeing the both of you very soon.
And thank you to all of those who have asked questions and who didn't ask questions but just wanted to hang
So,
around and just, and don't forget the T-shirt is going to be available for the concert
yes,
tour as well.
Very limited.
But
buy the
very
merch.
limited, very limited. It's kind of tough to bring too much of that in. But thank you so much, Jason and Annie.
Mhm.
I'm hoping that I was able to re-energize and brighten up everyone's afternoon
Oh
here.
my gosh, there were so many people watching, so many comments. Thank you, thank you. It's just an honor to even to have this time with you. So thank you
Thanks.
so much. And SoCal Filipinos, have a good night. Stay tuned for more events, and we will see you soon. Bye, everybody.
Buhay kayong lahat. God bless you. Bye.
Bye.